What's up, everyone here? I wonder if I should call you guys React familiars and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure what to call you guys. Usually for my other live streams, my other channels I do live streams on, there's a name for my audience I give them. For you guys, I'm not really sure what the hell to call you guys. Should I call you guys React familiars? Also, by the way, if you join up in this live stream, you be the, I guess you'll be OGs or something, because this is my first live stream on my reaction channel here, and yeah. Though I usually have some things I had to set up, but this time I don't. I don't even have a thumbnail. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even have a thumbnail for this, because I don't even know what type of thumbnail we even make for this. Okay, that shows a bug where it doesn't. I hit link for it, so I linked the scenes, but for some reason it doesn't link together. Oh yeah, now I have to pull up the chats. Also, this is my first ever. The webcam actually doesn't look as trash as it usually does. Haha. Also, I don't expect like a ton of people to come to this live stream. For one reason, this channel is still my smallest YouTube channel. Believe it or not, it's almost at like 50 subscribers, and yeah, that's awesome. I've been wanting to post more. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have been wanting to post more. There's only one reason why I haven't been posting more, and I've been starting to do this new thing of one day I just put a bunch of shorts out there and then, you know, see what happens. There's the main reason. Not enough time. I spend time on my other channels, and I spend time on hanging out with my best friend, and that's what's taking up most of my time. Without further ado, let's go watch this video. Hold on, let me double check to make sure I can hear it.
I really have no.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure right now that you guys can hear it pretty fine. Or do I need to turn up more? Let's see. No, you're fine. You guys are fine. Alright, let's go.
No intro for this. Cursed poems.
Oh, by the way, I was gonna use my PNG tuber instead, but my moderator /admin for my content and my Discord server told me you use Facecam because you've been using Facecam for this so it's our time. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't want to use Facecam in the very beginning. I was actually, for this channel, I was going to use my PNG tour that I use from my other channels. The reason why I use Facecam is because I'm like, you know what? The only way I can make React content right now is by using my phone. And I don't know at all a way to hook up my PNG tour on my phone or how that will even work. So I just used it, you know, React how it has a default, the collab setting on YouTube. So that's why I didn't have I just want to start up making React content in the first place, and I just started, you know what, how about just do IRL, even though and originally it was just going to be me using my PNG tuber.
Cursed flash animations, cursed streams,
Oh, by the way, if this isn't the best quality right now, I could up it to 1080p, but this is right now on auto. Oh, my bad.
Are you a Roblox fanatic?
No!
Microsoft Rewards
No,
has a
that was
brand
an
new way for you
accident!
to earn-
No! No. There we go. I'm not touching this anymore. I'm not, if I touch it anymore, I'll screw it up.
I really have no intro for this.
Oh, okay.
Cursed poems, cursed flash animations, cursed
Yep.
streams, cursed
Yep.
mirrors,
Yep.
and a whole slew of demons.
Ooh, demons.
But-
Let's go.
After all, they're just stories.
They're fake.
They can't hurt you.
Well, it
Right?
depends. If they're based on a true
These
story,
are
then
the
that'd be
top
different.
40 creepiest Japanese urban legends.
Now that's what I'm here for, the Japanese folklore. This is exactly why I want to watch this video. Because I love the Asian culture. I love their folklore. I love their history. So I want to react to this, or watch this with you guys in a sense. Basically, because I'm interested in this. Excuse me.
Girl from the Gap.
Mm-hmm.
The girl from the Gap is a spirit living in gaps or cracks in houses, such as in between furniture, doors, or drawers.
Okay.
She appears mostly as a slim female of unknown age, and will often make their target feel like there's someone.
Can you give me a better image to visualize this? Because right now I'm not talking for this, and I probably shouldn't be talking a lot. Only I should wait till I have something very meaning to talk about. By the way, chat, I'm gonna be doing on and off, just figuring out how to react live for this stuff.
There,
Do I talk a lot in the
watching
middle
them
of
from a
this? Do I
distance.
just shut up, let them
According to
talk,
the
and then
spirits,
say
if
something
one
when
day
it's
you
very
were to see
important?
her,
I'm gonna just
she'll
test
ask
out
you
the
to
waters.
play hide and seek before
Yeah!
disappearing off.
Yeah!
The second time you see her eyes within a gap, she
Yeah?
will take you to hell or another dimension.
Why? Why? What? First, you're playing a game. Play a simple game of hide and seek. The next, you go to hell. Fuck you. Go to hell. What? Huh?
10.
Chat, my
dreams.
laptop is right over here, so you see me looking
The
this way,
legend of the
it's
10
just my
days of
laptop.
dreams goes like this. You will dream for 10 days in succession. Each dream comes with a rule you must follow. Warning. If you hear this story, you might begin having the same dreams starting within 3 days. If you'd like to avoid this story, skip to here.
Wait, what was the story again?
You might begin having the same dreams starting within 3 days. This story.
Wait, what's the curse?
Warning.
Warning?
If you hear this story, you might begin having the same dreams starting within 3 days. If you'd like to avoid this story, skip to here.
So saying in 3 days I'll have these dreams? Wait, is that the only thing? So I'm gonna have like specific nightmares in like 3 days? Wait, if it's just if it's just nightmares in like 3 days, I can handle that. I've had terrible nightmares before. I can handle this. Or at least I assume I can. Like, how bad can the nightmares be? Wait, is that the only thing I get? Hold on, let me skip backwards.
Female of unknown age, and will often make their target feel like there's someone there, watching them from a distance.
It is like 40 creepiest Japanese
According to
urban
the
legends.
spirits, if one day you were to see her, she will ask you to play hide and seek before
The dreams, is it the same thing as this? Is that what they're talking about?
disappearing off. The second time you see her eyes within a gap, she will take you to hell or another dimension.
Okay. Oh, never mind. That was number 40. Okay. I thought it was the same one. I was like, huh? I was gonna be like, huh?
dreams. The legend of the 10 days
Excuse me.
of dreams goes like this. You will dream for 10 days in succession.
Yeah.
Each dream comes with a rule you must follow.
Okay.
Warning. If you hear this story, you might begin having the same dreams starting with
That doesn't sound like a curse. That sounds like a psychological trigger. Basically, what I'm understanding from this is my theory right now. This is what I'm basically assuming from how he's saying this is he's saying like, oh, you're gonna have 10 dreams. So your brain's automatically okay, 10 nights, okay. We're gonna have these type of dreams. Here's a warning: if you hear these stories, it will happen in 3 days. So basically, it feels like they're trying to make your psyche automatically prepared to have these dreams for you. Not because, I'm assuming it's not at all because like, oh, that is a curse. That if you hear it, you'll be cursed to instantly have them. I think they're setting up your brain to automatically have them. So I don't know if that theory's true. If my theory or whatever it's called is true right now, then that means, would there be like a way to reverse it, like to mentally reverse that to make it so it's not cursed? Because I think that's just psychological manipulation right there. They're trying to make your brain think that you're about to have these, so that it forces out to have them
within 3 days.
So basically, they're going to probably describe the dreams and stuff of what people have, just to get your mind to create these type of dreams in your head, just to be like, oh, I'm another victim, even though that I'm assuming this is just a psychological thing. Should I do this? For content wise, sure, but this wasn't for a live stream. I would have skipped on this just because I'd rather not to have potential terrible dreams.
If you'd like to avoid this story, skip to here.
I'm doing this for the content.
First day, you will dream that you are sleeping in your room.
I've had dreams in my room, so this was not to be the first.
Then you will notice a girl peeping through the window.
Fucking gods. That's automatically a nightmare because I'll scare the shit out of me.
First rule, you must let the girl in.
Why? Why?
Second day, the girl is inside your room. She's looking downward and you cannot see her face because of her long hair.
Is that the girl or is that the guy that was sitting on the bed? Also, is he? I think he's standing, not hanging, because that would not make sense if he was hanging. If he's hanging, he'd probably be moving.
She is muttering something. After a while, you realize she is saying, please, please. Second rule, let her come into the bed and lie down next to you. Third day, you and the girl are lying side by side. You are now...
I'm getting scared. I actually don't want these dreams, honestly. You know what? Right now, these dreams sounds totally fine, but just the atmosphere, it seems eerie and shit. Oh, funny business. If I stop now, I will only just get these dreams, don't I? No, I won't actually get these dreams. There's no way I get them just by hearing the story. That's not how it works. Chat. So I have a theory on how dreams work. Well, it's one theory. There's multiple theories of how dreams work, but here's one of the theories I have. My theory is, if you your dreams are the collection of all of your memories and experiences. Your memories from the past, your experiences now. And your brain tries to create up stories with those dreams. Are those would they be good dreams, bad dreams? It really depends on what you've been through. Hell, some people when they say like, oh, I get nightmares after watching a horror movie, that's because your brain is just trying to create stories based on what you experienced. If that horror movie was truly scary to you, yeah, you're about to probably have some nightmares because it's probably going to make up a dream or something that is terrifying to equal exactly what you experience. Why does it do this? I don't know. Is this true? I don't know. Just a theory. I can't prove it. But it's an idea I have that how it could work.
Now able to see the girl's face. Her face is horribly burnt.
Shoto Todoroki, is that you? Zuko from Avatar Last Airbender, is that you?
Third rule. Do not cry out when you see her face.
Why?
Fourth day. You get out of the bed. The girl says, "Let's go to the park." Fourth rule.
The terrible thing is that I do have a park
Take the
nearby.
girl to the nearest park without saying a word.
Okay.
Fifth day. When you arrive at the park, you will notice someone pushing a stroller. Look closely, and you will notice that the mother is a cat and the baby is a dog. Fifth rule.
There's nothing. Wait, what? There's nothing terrible about these dreams so far. They're just weird dreams.
You must kill either one of them.
Why?
Sixth day. While you are playing with the girl in the park, you will see an airship about to take off. Sixth rule.
Wait, that makes no sense to see an airship about to take off. I don't live nearby any airports or anything like that.
Make sure you get on the airship in time. Seventh day. The airship is full of people who, just like you, have heard this story. Seventh rule. Find a seat for yourself at any cost. Eighth day. After some time, red roses and black roses start raining down on you. Eighth rule. Throw out only the black roses from the airship. Ninth day. The airship takes you back to the park. Ninth rule. Go home with the girl and lie down in the bed again. The 10th day. You will not know what happens on the 10th day unless you have observed all of the rules from the previous days. You should also tell this story to someone while you are awake. Otherwise, you will go back to the first day of the dream.
Wait, what's the curse? What's the curse? Unless there is no curse. Are they just the creepiest Japanese urban legends? Oh. Forgot about that. I was about to say, like, what's the curse? All you do is let a kid in your room sit down next to you, then you bring her to a park. After that, you kill a dog or a cat. Right afterwards, you go on an airship. After you go on the airship, you take a seat, then you toss out black roses. Then you go back to the park and you don't get to the 10th day unless you know all the rules. And if you don't also tell someone while you're awake about all this, it resets. But what if someone has like a superstition that you shouldn't talk about your dreams? What if you believe that if you say your dreams that they all come true? What if you say your dreams and you believe that you get bad luck? What if you don't? What if you think that that you can only tell your dreams to your pets? What if, like, don't they know that there's other beliefs in this or superstitions? That's okay. Those dreams gotta be made up and stuff. And there's no way someone actually had these dreams unless you fully believe on the stuff. Because if you don't actually realize there's some what if scenarios, it doesn't add up, and also it just seems like you are trapped, making this 100% fake. It's gotta be fake. I know it's fake because it's an urban legend, but it can't be true at all. It can't be true, because how would it be true? With all those what ifs, it just can't be true at all, you know?
The manhole.
What does that mean?
The urban legend surrounding this manhole was about a girl named Mayumi. One day, when she was walking towards her all-girls school, she saw another girl, a fellow classmate, who was often bullied. Bullying could often get extreme at these all-girls schools, like Mayumi's. And she
Damn.
did not want to be the odd one out, so she bullied the girl along with the rest of the class. She remembered saying cruel things to this poor woman. Mayumi once saw the girl was jumping on a manhole. 9, 9, 9, 9. The girl kept muttering while she jumped. Mayumi
But I think said these are Japanese urban legends. Unless you're saying the number 9, then you're just saying no in Deutsch. How would that be a Japanese urban legend? That makes no sense. Then
asked the girl what the hell she was doing, but got ignored. Angered, she pushed the girl away and stood on the manhole herself. At the exact moment she did this, the girl who had been pushed away, quickly using all her strength, removed the lid on the manhole. Mayumi fell right.
how strong is she? Those things are either made of concrete or metal. Neither of which would be easy to pick up. How the
Into it. The girl put the lid back on and was smiling with satisfaction. She started jumping again, this time muttering 10, 10, 10.
I feel messed up for laughing at that, chat. I feel messed up, but like, she just said 10, 10. Basically, she's counting the victims. That is morbid as all hell. Or maybe, oh wait, I just realized. I think they're talking about that bully victim or kitching all her victims that were bullying her.
Shirokiya department store deaths. In 1932, the Shirokiya department store in Tokyo was caught in a massive fire, tragically taking the lives of 14 people. The legend goes that several female shop assistants managed to get to the roof of the building. Firefighters urged them to climb down the safety ropes. The women did so, but at the halfway point, a strong gust of wind came along. All of the women were wearing kimonos, a traditional Japanese garment that required no underwear.
It's true.
The women, fearing that the
That's not true. There's no way that's true. Yeah, see, BS. No, that's a lie. Did this guy just say you don't wear underwear in underneath the kimono? Because that's a lie.
that several female shop assistants managed to get to the roof of the building. Firefighters urged them to climb down the safety ropes. The women did so, but at the halfway point, a strong gust of wind came along. All of the women were wearing kimonos, a traditional Japanese garment that required no underwear. The women
Not true. Stop lying on the internet. Not true. You literally need to wear, cause like, what if something happens to that kimono? If you're not wearing anything underneath, boom, bare naked. I'm pretty sure Japanese people are not that much of an idiots like you, like whoever's making this video is. They're wearing underwear. Stop lying.
fearing that the wind would expose them in front of the growing audience below, let go of the rope to cover themselves, causing them to fall to their deaths. Strangely enough, the department has recently urged women to wear underwear within work hours. This story has even been documented in Japanese firefighting manuals.
This
Oh,
gotta
you
be
are.
cap. Check, give me a second. Alright, chat, I'm gonna be right back. It's gonna take me a bit to, I don't know, I was trying to make it as fast as possible, but give me a second, chat. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, chat, sorry for being so long. I'm back. Actually, before I start, I need to, what the fuck? Okay.
As one of the most
Oiwa.
popular stories told in Japan, the Oiwa is a spirit of a
Oiwa, dumbass.
young woman who once lived in a small town. And despite the fact that her husband was very poor, the two lived happily together for some time.
Wait, did someone? Oh, never mind. Guys, give me a second. Ready? Alright. Oh, okay, let me just turn this. I wonder if Jen is watching this too. Put up. Wait. You watching the stream too? Me here. I see there, Murder God. By the way, chat, my girl wants me to react to this during the live stream, so let's see what this is about. Chinese name, family name, poem, graceful woman. What is that supposed to... Wait, then what does the whole name say?
How do you spell your first name? Oh, Shiting.
Shiting. One letter off.
Shitting. Shiting. Okay, shitting.
Sting.
What about your last name? How do you spell that? F-U.
Damn.
But soon, the husband began to grow depressed and angry for not being able to support his
Right.
wife financially. He
Okay.
begins to have an affair with a different woman, with a more financially successful father, who offered him help. So
Oh.
the husband devises a plan to kill his wife Oiwa and their unborn child by pushing her off the ledge of a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
He gave her the best funeral he could afford,
Oh.
seeing that his money problems would soon be gone.
Interesting.
However, Oiwa returned as a spirit with a disfigured face, growling at him, betrayal. She chased him all the way towards the same cliff, until he jumped off, killing himself.
That's
Sadako.
depressing.
When Sadako
I'm not watching. Oh, I see. Okay, I reacted to the video you sent, by the way. Sadako. Sadako. That's how you pronounce it, Sadako.
Sadako.
Sadako. That's how you
When
pronounce it. What the
Sadako
hell?
Yamamura was a young girl, her mother was believed to be a psychic after performing
You're-
numerous experiments with Dr. Akuma.
It hurts hearing this when
The
I'm learning
doctor
Japanese.
eventually convinces her mother to publicly display her psychic abilities, but she couldn't, and was labeled a fraud. Distraught, the mother commits suicide, and Sadako is left living with her father, having inherited her mother's
I'm scared. These are that's probably because these are the top 40 creepiest Japanese urban legends.
psychic abilities. At 19 years old, Sadako attends a acting troupe where she meets and falls in love with a sound director, a
Yeah?
man named Hiroshi.
Okay.
However, a strange and deadly curse develops in the form of an audio tape, killing members of the acting troupe. Concerned, she tries to meet up with Dr. Akuma, only to be assaulted and nearly killed by a different man named Nagao. Sadako fights back with her psychic abilities, but Nagao overpowers her and throws her into a well, She swears vengeance on the world before dying, her hatred and anger manifesting into a terrible curse.
Interesting.
Fatal Fare.
Mm-hmm.
The legend is about a taxi driver who picks up a stranger in the middle of the night. The stranger takes the back seat and asks the taxi driver to take him to an unheard destination. He gives strange instructions and complex directions that often leads to dark alleys or dead-end streets. This continues on and on until the taxi driver finally gets aggravated enough to turn back to face his client. However, when he does, the stranger is no longer there. Confused, the taxi driver fails to realize that the car he is driving is about to drive off a cliff.
The ring is Satoko. The OV, the ring. Oh. Oh.
By the time he realizes, it'll all be too late.
8 feet tall. Hachi Shakusama,
Wait.
or simply known as 8 feet tall, is a woman who wanders around abducting children.
I've heard this. There's I forgot. She says it somewhere like do or ro or do, like something like
It
with
takes
the
on the
O.
appearance of an extremely tall woman and often makes the sound po,
Yeah,
Po.
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 I found this urban legend one time on a certain app, which is weird. I'm not gonna say which app it is because it feels weird to even say where I found it. So I looked up the legend, looked it up, and then watched some videos on this. And yeah, this is a true urban legend, or at least that I heard of. Oh,
In a
but it's
deep
really
male
creepy though.
voice. It'll appear differently depending on who sees it. Some say it looks like a haggard old woman in a kimono, while others say it's a girl in a white funeral shroud. She always chooses children as her victims, since they are dependent on their parents, making it easier for her to appear as just a
Damn.
relative.
Damn.
Double bed. According to the legend, if you're sleeping alone, you should never sleep in a double bed. If you do, try.
What the hell is a double bed? Double bed. Oh. My mother has to do this because RP to my father. I miss him. But yeah, my mother has to do that.
Never
Why
to
is this a
sleep
bad
on
thing?
just one side. Otherwise, the legend goes, being alone, you should never sleep in a double bed. If you do, try never to sleep on just one side.
Well, my mother's fucked if so.
Otherwise, the legend goes, in the dark of the night, while you are sleeping on one side, something or someone will lie down on the floor next to the bed and start sleeping. You will
Wait, why on the floor? That makes no sense.
hear deep breathing as you and this ghost or apparition sleep. If you do not get rid of this ghost, later it will get up and lay next to you in bed. The deep breathing sound will be right next to you. If you do not rid the ghost this
Honestly, if my mother ever did face this, she'd be like, "Be gone, demon! Be gone, demon! Be gone, demon! Be gone, demons!"
time, next time the ghost will enter and sit down on the bed while you sleep, you'll feel the bed shake. Then the mattress will start bouncing
Is that a arachnid or a crab?
because the ghost will start jumping up and down on the mattress. And then sweet dreams.
That's gotta be cap. That's gotta be cap. That's gotta be cap. No wonder it's an urban legend. That's gotta be
Kuni-kuni.
cap.
The Kuni-kuni is described as a long, paper-thin white apparition who is sometimes seen on countrysides
Paper thin, white paper thin.
or in large open fields. Its limbs permanently sway and wiggle as if there was a strong gust of wind, which is actually where the creature gets its name. Kuni Kuni being Japanese for to wiggle or to twist.
I need someone to fact check this. I need someone to fact check this. Can someone fact check this? Is that facts or false?
The first appearance of the Kuni Kuni was on multiple online Japanese websites in 2003, similar to that of the Slender Man legend. Likewise, people began citing their own encounters with the monster, posting stories and eyewitness accounts online. It can apparently only be seen from a distance, but looking directly at it is said to cause insanity upon the
Chat, I'm gonna try to find this in the wilderness now. I'm gonna go to the nearest forest and look for this thing.
viewer.
Kashima Reiko.
Kashima Reiko. Kashima Reiko. That's how you say that, dumbass. Kashima Reiko.
Kashima Reiko. Warning. According to the legend, after hearing this story, Kashima Reiko will appear to you
You're getting closer with saying that.
within a month. If you want to move on to the next one,
But welcome back,
you may
Murdergood.
skip to this time.
Wait, what?
You may skip a month. Story. Warning. According to the legend, after hearing this story, Kashima Reiko will appear to you within a month.
How?
If you want to move on to the next one, you may skip to this time.
Alright, chat, just like the first warning, I'm just gonna listen to this one for the content. If you guys don't want to listen to this part, just after, if you're watching this after the live stream is done, just try to look for the part where it's done, or like basically where we're at. You go ahead. So yeah. Wait, it says 15 minutes. This goes beyond 15 minutes, though. Yeah, why say 15 minutes in there? By the way, Murder Guy, I'm mostly live on the short side for this channel.
Kashima Reiko was once a woman who lived in the island of Hokkaido, Japan.
Okay.
However, she was brutally attacked by a group of men who left her for dead.
Why is it always a group of men? Why is it with these old tales? It's always this girl got brutally molested, brutally killed, brutally anything, destroyed, fucked over by what? The males! The males! Like, what? Why can't it just be a bunch of girls? Why can't it be just like, she got killed by a girl? I'm pretty sure these urban legends are made by people who want you to be pissed at guys for some reason. Not like they have terrible they have terrible, not like guys that already have terrible rap already, but girls being like, oh, all guys are assholes or jackasses or pieces of shits and ignorance.
No one came to help her. She was crawling for help, but collapsed on railroad tracks before a train came and sliced her in two. Her body was severed from the waist down. Now she wanders the nights looking for her legs, appearing in schools or in people's homes. If you see her, she will ask, "Where are my legs?" The answer is, on the Meishin Expressway. She'll reply with, "Who told you that?" To which you must say, "Kashima Reiko told me that." Sometimes she'll ask, "What's my name?" Do not reply with Kashima Reiko, or else she will kill you. Instead reply with, "Mask Death Demon," as that is what Kashima translates to. If successful, she'll crawl away to ask another victim.
Yeah, but why she has to kill you? You're not the person who killed her. Why is it some of these legends or urban like legends that say like, oh, if you do this wrong, they'll kill you next. Like you're the bitch that did it in the first place. It's like, why? I'm not the one who killed you. I didn't cut your legs, slit your mouth, slit your throat, ripped out your eyebrows, pulled your hair, fucking, spanked your ass or shit. I didn't do that. Why am I getting punished?
Hikio-san. Hikio-san is a story of a young schoolgirl who...
Yep.
Hikio...
Hikiko-san. Why? He's saying Hikiyo. It's Hikiko. Hikiko-san.
Hikio-san is a story of a young schoolgirl who is often the target of bullying. Students would write very hurtful comments on her desk and backpack. They would damage her shoes, make her fall
Oh, she's tweaking.
on the road, and just bully her in many other ways. At home, her family yelled at her and hit her frequently. Nobody would stand up for her. They were all afraid of becoming the next target. The constant bullying took on a new toll on her physical appearance. As revenge, she's said to scare and capture students from elementary schools and drag them on the floor until they are badly mutilated. The Japanese film of the
How did she choose her victims?
same name is based on her and on these events.
How does she choose her victims, or do you just get randomly victimized?
Cowhead. The Cowhead story is apparently so morbidly horrifying, so frightening, that whoever manages to listen to the complete story will experience fright and nightmares for days.
Bullshit.
Some theories about its origins are floating around, the most common being that it was discovered.
Dude, you know how many urban legends, demons, devils, and anomalies, stories I've heard? I've been fine. These are just stories. I've been getting hentai games recommended to me since I played a game I didn't know was hentai.
in the
Hopefully you
17th
enjoy it. I don't
century.
know what to tell you.
Nobody knows for sure what the story is about.
I'm not
It was
Google.
rumored to be
I
an
can't
unpublished
force them
piece
to
from
stop.
Sci-fi writer Sakio Komatsu, but there is no evidence to link the author to the legend. A Ukrainian folktale called Cow's Head does exist, as well as a 2003 film called Gozu, directed by Takashi Miike,
I'm guessing Gozu means cow head or something, or just at least cow.
but neither of them are connected to the urban legend.
Hanako-san. Hanako-san is the spirit of a small girl in a red skirt who is believed to possess the girls' washrooms in all the schools in Japan. The legend goes that if a person approaches the
Kinky if you're a lesbian.
third stall in the
I'm
girls'
joking.
restroom, knocks 3 times and asks, "Are you there, Hanako-san?" A voice will be heard saying, "I am here." You then have the choice of either walking away or opening the door. If you choose to open the door, she'll either be there waiting for you before vanishing, or violently drag you into the toilet and kill you.
Wait, was there a reason why she kills you or something?
Hanako-san
Hanako-san.
is the spirit of a small girl in a red skirt who is believed to possess the girls' washrooms in all the schools in Japan.
Also, there's no reason.
The legend goes that if a person approaches the third stall in the girls' restroom,
Yeah, there's no reason.
Knox will be away.
No face.
Mm.
Noperabo, or no face, is a Japanese creature known primarily for frightening humans.
Wait, is it No Face? It's not in like Spirited Away, the one with the mask on that has a bunch of goo and stuff, or is it Black Spirits? Isn't that No Face?
But are usually otherwise harmless. They are often encountered during the night in rural, deserted areas. They appear to the victim as an ordinary human, or sometimes a person they're familiar with. Then, after waiting
Wait.
or deserted, they are often encountered during the night in rural, deserted areas.
Countryside, got it. So deserted countrysides.
They appear to the victim as an ordinary human, or sometimes a person they're familiar with. Then, after waiting for the right time, their facial features will disappear, leaving a blank patch of skin where their face should be.
It's Slenderman's daughter! It's Slenderman's daughter!
No Face has no real agenda or interest in killing people. They are just mischievous spirits who like giving wanderers a good scare. On May
They're basically a troll. They're basically a troll, Chad. They're basically just trolling with people.
19th, 1959, reporter Bob Krause reported a witness confronting a woman with a featureless blank face in the woman's restroom. Although the witness was sent to the hospital after suffering a nervous breakdown, she survived and was able to give more details. The creature she encountered was later revealed to be a Nopera bow.
Nice. Give me a sec, chat. I need to drink some more of my energy drink. Okay.
The human pillar.
Oh,
As a form of sacrifice, when people were to commit
I still
suicide,
feel bad. You guys had to get a close up of my fucking elbow.
their bodies would be encased within
You guys got a
buildings,
close up of
becoming
my
guardians
damn
of
elbow.
said buildings. This practice was known as Hitobashira, and the most famous example is the Matsui Castle. The castle was built in the 17th century with several walls falling down. As a result, a human sacrifice was sought to steady the structure. Train drivers have reported hearing ghostly noises under the tunnel, which is believed to be the screams of those who are buried in the walls.
That's morbid.
The Snake Woman.
Snake Woman.
This urban legend is about a large snake.
This is giving off. Wait, this is something that a lot of people make hentai over. There probably is a lot of hentai over a snake woman. I've just seen a lot of monster girls that are snake women's.
Snake-like creature with the head of a woman, who lurks in shallow pools of water as she preys on fishermen and swimmers.
So it's similar to a siren.
She will paralyze her victims with her eyes and use her
So Medusa.
tongue to drain you of your blood.
A siren that's half Medusa, half vampire.
In some stories, she can be seen washing her long black hair on shore and will react violently to those who bother her. In other cases, she carries a small but extremely heavy, childlike bundle which she uses to trap her victims from fleeing. Despite her size, she is well hidden, strong, and very fast. Your best chance of staying safe is to avoid walking alone near the beach at night.
Time to walk alone at the beach at night. Time for me to just go to the nearby beach and walk around that bitch at night by myself. Yeah. I'm finna get snakehead.
Purple Mirror. The story of the Purple Mirror is about a cursed phrase that will kill anyone who still remembers it by age 20. If you'd like to avoid listening to the
Okay.
story, you may go to the time displayed on the screen to skip straight
Oh no, I'm
to the
fine.
next legend.
I just advise
Years
anyone who's
ago,
listening
a
to
young
this to
Japanese
probably
girl
mute
was
up or
given a mirror
something.
by her parents. She loved the mirror so much that she would look at herself with it every day.
By the way, chat, if you do not want to listen to this part, just mute it up and I'll give a thumbs up like this. Or something similar to this. Just let you know that the story's ended.
She was desperate to look beautiful, to the point of developing anorexia. She became painfully
Anorexia or is an erection? I'm joking. By the way, chat, if you're new, make sure to subscribe and share if you haven't yet. Also hit the like button if you haven't yet.
thin and frail. But whenever she looked into her mirror, she saw herself as beautiful. One day while painting her mirror purple, she began to see who she really was through her reflection, and she was mortified. She hated the way she looked, and she broke her mirror. On her 20th birthday, she was preparing for her big birthday when she was struck by a car and killed. As she laid there dying, her last words were, "Purple mirror, purple mirror, purple mirror." After the funeral, her parents searched her room and discovered that her broken mirror was gone. Rumors began to spread. Some who attended her funeral died under mysterious circumstances. Since then, the phrase purple mirror is cursed, and whoever remembers it by their 20th birthday will die.
You guys are good. You guys are good. If you were listening to that and you're younger than 20, good luck. Good luck. That's all I gotta say. Good luck to you, you beautiful piece of shit that might die if you remember that phrase. I hope you don't die.
Knoll Mask. The Knoll Mask is a mask used to represent a jealous female demon or serpent.
I've seen that mask a
They
lot.
are secured by the wealthy for safety and are mainly used for operas. However, they come with a strange legend that if the mask were to be worn, it will absorb all the negative energy of its host, including anger, hatred, jealousy, and so on.
What's the problem with
The
that?
Knoll Mask is said to be constantly persuading its owner to wear it, consuming more and more of its negative energy until the owner begins to rot. Once the owner succumbs to the mask's power, it leaves to find a new host.
Futakuchi Onna. A Futakuchi Onna, or
That last one was actually very interesting. Futakuchi Onna. Excuse me. Futakuchi Onna.
Futakuchi Onna. A Futakuchi Onna, or the Two-Mouth Woman, is a terrifying creature in Japanese folklore. They look
She's
almost
cute.
identical to regular women, except that the back of their head splits apart, forming
Oh.
lips, teeth, and essentially creating a large, functioning mouth. The mouth is said to have a mind of its own, consuming large amounts of food to sustain its host. However, it will whisper spiteful and menacing threats to her, demanding food and causing great pain to the woman. If not fed, the mouth will screech unbearably loud until it gets what it wants, even going so far as to use her hair as serpents or tentacles to grab nearby food.
Okay, how is this dangerous to us?
The legend originated as a curse or a supernatural disease linked to women who eat very little, as if saying this would happen to them if they didn't nourish themselves properly.
You know, that's a very contradiction, because like then there's like there's women that want to be skinny, then this one say, oh, if you don't put meat on yourself, this is gonna happen to you for no explainable reason, because there's no okay. Easy way to debunk this question: why would this even happen in the first place of you eating so little? What if you can't eat so much? What if you're sick and not able to eat that much? What if you just have a good metabolism where you burn off a lot of stuff and you can't eat that well? What if you're a picky eater? This is one of those things like, what if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? What if that? What if this? It's like this, like, there's some things that trap you into that, like you're bound to be cursed no matter what. And some of these stories don't even think to be like, oh, what if this person exists? You know what I'm saying?
One story involves a man who was so poor he could barely afford to buy himself enough to eat.
You just said man, not woman. So does this also curse men?
Fortunately, his wife ate very little, so he didn't have to spend that much money on food. However, the little food he did have began to strangely disappear at night. It's later revealed that his wife has a large, grotesque mouth on the back of her head, which reveals itself when she unbounds her hair. And to his horror, he tried to escape, but the woman's hair, now acting as tentacles, strangles the man to near death. He manages to escape,
Cannibalism.
and the two disappear, going their separate ways, never to meet again.
Himuro Mansion.
Himuro. Himuro Mansion.
According to legend, this large mansion exists somewhere on the outskirts of Tokyo. The Himuro family resided within the mansion and lived by a
The thing about it is that if you don't learn Japanese or if you don't speak it, like either one, you don't know that that's the UR isn't a in Japanese. It's you pronounce it as like he's saying humuro. It's actually pronounced himuro. Because there's no like that in Japanese,
certain
how
ritual called
UR is.
the
That's only
strangling
English.
Ritual. This involved keeping a girl locked up and completely abstinent from society. Every 50 years, the Himuro family would tie ropes around the girl's neck and limbs, only to pull her apart. The bloody ropes are then said to protect the family from bad karma until the next ceremonial practice.
She's somewhat cute.
However, one year, the girl captive managed to look out a window and fell in love with a nearby boy.
Oh.
This nullified the ritual, and as soon as the father of the family found out,
How did it nullify the ritual? Oh, I see a guy out there. Fuck this ritual. Wait, chat. Hold up. We're doing a ritual right now, but give me a second. Let me just look for the nearby girl outside, or a guy in this case. Fuck, I'm screwed.
the girl captive managed to look out a window and fell in love with a nearby boy. This nullified the ritual, and as soon as the father of the family found out, he went insane. He felt the only way to save his family was to kill them all, pleading that the afterlife is safer than what's to come. The father then ends his own life. No one's quite sure what bad karma would have happened if the ritual didn't work. However, the sight interested the people of Tokyo, and many reported seeing strange phenomenon at the Himuro mansion, such as bloody handprints and nooses. Some say that taking a picture of the window will reveal the ghostly image of a young girl behind it. A total of 7 strange deaths have occurred at the mansion, other than the Himuro family, and to this day remain completely unexplainable. The game Fatal Frame is said to be based on the legend of the Himuro mansion.
Good question. Why do we make games about scary stories? We got Bloody Mary. We got Baby Blue Baby. We got Japanese ones here that basically, oh, you do this and that, you can summon a ghost. You go to a bathroom stall, you summon a ghost. You put on a hat, you summon a ghost. You take out your sword, you summon a ghost. You take off your pants, you summon a ghost. You put on your headphones, you summon a ghost. You put on your pizza, you summon a ghost. You walk on the street, you summon a ghost. You do 5 jumping jacks in front of a swing, you summon a ghost. You push a nearby kid, you summon a ghost. What?
Kayeko. Appearing in the Grudge movies and in the Japanese horror film series Ju-on, Kayeko was an ordinary person. As a child, she was often left alone and neglected by her parents. Classmates at school would describe her as creepy or weird. In college, after the death of her parents, which didn't affect Kayeko in the slightest,
I just realized there's a head at the back there. I thought that was the janitor.
she met the love of her life, a man named Taeko. They eventually got married and had a son together. A few years later, Kayeko falls in love with her son's teacher. She begins to express her.
Want
A
to
man
repeat
named
that?
Kayeko. They eventually got married and had a son together. A few years later, Kayeko falls in love with her son's teacher.
How the fuck did that happen?
She begins to express her feelings towards him in her journal. Her husband, Taeko, eventually discovers and reads the journal, shocked that his wife might be cheating, or worse, that their child might not be his.
That's kind of like, how do you now question that? After a few years, oh my god, my kid might not be mine. How do you not try to piece it out faster?
He violently attacks Kayako, eventually snapping her neck and crushing her throat.
That's a bit much to do when someone just cheated. That's a bit much to do when someone just cheated. I mean, I don't deny that you get revenge, but that's a bit much for cheating. Wait, this night there wasn't even confirmation that she cheated. She was just started having feelings for the teacher. It didn't say she was cheating. So this guy saw, oh, you're like another guy. Fuck you, die. What? I understand you want to be protective of your girl and don't want her having, falling for someone else. But you killed her off of your assumption. Not because she did anything, you assumed it. Like, what?
She survived but was left paralyzed, only able to make an eerie moaning sound. Kayako died
oh, I'm
shortly
sorry, that's the
after,
wrong one.
and becomes an onryo, Japanese for a vengeful spirit, due to the violent nature of her death. Kayako travels to the teacher's house, killing him and his pregnant wife as well. And on the way back, Kayako confronts the vengeful spirit of his now deceased wife, Kayako, and she kills him. Now the house they lived in is believed to be haunted by the spirits of the teacher, Kayako, and Kayako herself, sometimes making the same faint moaning noise she would right before death.
Harder. Well, shit, I'm dead.
The Red Cloak. The Red Cloak is a legend that goes by many names. Red Vest, Red Cape, Red Mantle.
Red paint on the wall that looks like blood.
And so on. They all involve the spirit of a masked man who wears such a cape.
Can I have that cape? I'll buy it from you. I got a few $100s. I'll buy it from you. I probably wouldn't drop a few hundred. I'll give you 50. I'll give you 50. Give me the cape. Give me the red cape. That sounds pretty sick. Give me the cape. Give me the cape. If you don't give me the cape, I'm gonna flip you off. Give me the cape. Give me the cape. Give me the cape. Give me the cape right now.
Haunting public restrooms, or in some versions, primarily women's restrooms.
Is there a reason why primarily the woman's restroom? Because that kind of sounds creepy, even for a ghost. You're not saying a reason at all right now why that happens. Can you tell me why?
He is said to be handsome or charming,
That does not give you free pass to the woman's restroom.
thus wearing a mask to hide his face.
Still doesn't give you a free pass. Actually makes you have less of a pass when you're hiding your face. If you want to say you're attractive but hide your face. Wait a sec, I'm streaming. I don't call myself attractive. I say I'm ugly. Anyways.
If a person were to use the last stall in a bathroom that was haunted by the Red Cloak, he will ask if you want red paper or blue paper.
Why?
According to who's telling the story.
Figured out my family is racist and don't ask why I was going through my mom's messages, but shush. Did I already assume my mother's racist? She just, says she's not, but I think that I think my mother's, racist against Hispanic people, maybe? I'm not sure. Sometimes I think she's racist against black people. Sometimes I think she's racist against Asian people, too. I don't have full proof, but sometimes I think that she's racist, so I can understand that.
There are a number of outcomes to whatever you answer with. If you answer with red paper, you will either have your throat, head, or hands sliced off until you bleed to death, creating a sort of red cloak with your blood. If you answer with blue paper, you will be violently strangled until your face turns blue. If you're absolutely insane enough, you can answer with yellow paper and have your head forcefully shoved into the toilet you were using. But you will survive.
So if you just say yellow paper, you just get a swirly. I mean, that's disgusting, but then just go for yellow paper if you can't just choose no options.
If you don't answer at all, the spirit will simply depart. And asking for a different color, or attempting to outsmart the spirit, will result in you being dragged to the underworld, the realm of departed souls.
So just shut the fuck. But this is one of the times where literally you just don't say nothing. Just shut up. Shut up. Just shut up.
Sometimes referred to as Yomi.
17.
The Kiyotaki Tunnel.
When this guy pronounces Japanese names so wrong, it makes me want to literally go through the screen, grab his neck, and violently choke him. Violently choke him like that. Choke him until he says it right. It pisses me off. It honestly pisses me off that he literally pronounces so wrong. I was just saying, I'm making sure what I did didn't freeze my camera. Okay. Let's go. Kyoto. Kiyotaki.
This tunnel was built in 1927 and is supposedly haunted by the workers who died from working there. The workers were pretty much.
But that looks like the same town that Speed Granny or the very fast Granny from Dan comes from.
Treated like slaves and built a tunnel under harsh conditions. The tunnel is exactly 444 meters long, 4 being a extremely unlucky number in Japan. People report that
Either it's Japan or it's in Korean like superstitions that I think that 4 they avoid the 4 because the word death in their language is very close to how you pronounce 4, so they avoid the number 4 all the time.
that spirits of the workers can be seen in this tunnel at night. In some cases, they can be seen sitting in the passenger seats within the cars passing by. There's also a mirror inside the tunnel, and if you were to look inside it, you would see a ghost by your reflection, and supposedly, you would die very, very soon.
So wouldn't that be a good idea? Like if you don't like life and you want to just like, vent it all, wouldn't that tunnel be a good idea? I'm not saying you should go there.
Kakuri-san.
That's a terrible idea. Kokuri-san. Kokuri-san.
Similar to a Ouija board, Kakuri-san is one of the most famous games in Japan. Mostly
He almost did it right.
played by school children, the game is played to summon spirits and ask them questions. The game, however, isn't as dangerous as the Ouija board, since the spirit summon, whom the game is named after, is a lot more calm and less dangerous. To play Kakuri-san, you need at least 2 people, a sheet of
He said it wrong the second time though.
paper, a pen, and a coin. Take a blank sheet of paper and draw Tori, a traditional Japanese gate, at the top in red ink. Write yes
Can you play this by yourself? Because if you can play this by yourself, I can do that right now on live stream.
and no on either side of the Tori. Beneath this, write 1 row of numbers from 0 to 9 and 3 rows of letters from A to Z.
Never mind, you gotta have more than one person there to have their finger. Oh, so that's
Open
how
a
it works.
window or a door so that Kakuri-san will be able to enter the room. Place a coin on the Tori. Each person places their index finger on the coin.
I could get my sister to do this, but my sister's a pussy.
Call the spirit by saying, Kakuri-san, Kakuri-san, if you're here, please move this coin. You can ask Kakuri-san whatever question you'd like. It will move the coin to spell out the answer. To end the game, you must ask Kakuri-san to leave by saying, Kakuri-san, Kakuri-san, please return home. The coin will move to yes, and then come to a rest on the red tori. When you are certain Kakuri-san is left, you must destroy the paper. Either tear it to pieces or burn it.
Wait, what about crumbling into bits? Does that not work? Who is Ken's favorite person?
You must also spend the coin you used before the end of the next day. Although Kakuri-san is not as dangerous as the Ouija board, it still is not recommended that you play it. Many people can become upset and depressed if they receive answers they do not like.
Boo-hoo! Then why the hell are you contacting the dead? Why are you screwing around with the paranormal then? If you're not willing to prepare to have outcomes you do not like, just don't screw around with it. That's your fault. The paranormal doesn't know that what they're about to say or do is something that you're going to dislike. That's your problem. Yours. Don't mess with the dead unless you want to be fucked over.
Also, always remember that Kakuri-san is a trickster spirit and can easily lie to you.
Okay, then just act things that you don't care if they're true or false. Boom, done.
Tenomi. Also known as the Pale Man, Tenomi is the spirit of an old blind man who was brutally assaulted and killed
He almost said it right. Tenome. Tenome.
one night by robbers.
Tenome would be
Before his death, he
T-E-M...
lashed out in anger,
No, it'll be T-E-N-O-M-I.
yelling about how he could
Well,
have
that's how
defended
you use the
myself if
English
only
letters.
he could see. Because he didn't get to die in peace. His spirit has returned as a raffle spirit with eyes on the palms of his hands. Despite this, he is still relatively blind. He can only see by the openings in his palms, and he only can see further by pointing said palms towards his target. Now he roams through the cities and villages in search of the robbers that attacked him. Since he didn't see their faces in the first place, Tenomi will simply kill anyone who comes by his way.
That's fair enough. Also, his killers might be dead too, so he wouldn't know who the hell killed him.
The Slit Mouth Woman.
Oh, I've heard this one. That's what I meant by when I said earlier, slice your face and stuff, or mouth and stuff. I said earlier. This is what
This
I was
urban
talking about.
legend warns about the dangers of walking alone at night, for they might encounter the Slit Mouth Woman. She wears a surgical mask covering her mouth, which is a common sight in Japan, as people wear them to protect others from the spread of disease or bacteria. But this woman will stop wandering children and ask, "Am I beautiful?" If they responded with no, she kills them with a pair of scissors she always carries around.
Why she looks deceased though? I'm pretty sure how she's drawn is that she's drawn as like a pretty lady. So why is this depiction make her an old wrinkly deceased person?
If instead they respond with yes, the woman removes her mask to reveal her mouth has been slit from ear to ear.
See, that's how it usually be depicted.
She'll
A
then
very
ask,
young, beautiful woman.
"How about now?" No matter what the response, the slit-mouthed woman will kill them. If they say no, they are cut in half. And if they say yes, she cuts their mouths to be exactly like hers.
I'm pretty sure there's a way to go around this. I just don't remember.
Thankfully, there are a few ways to escape. At this point, if you were to instead respond with, "You're average," so-so, or even another question like, "Am I pretty?" she'll get confused, and you'll have the chance to run.
Cursed Kleenex commercial.
A cursed Kleenex commercial, okay.
In the 1980s, Kleenex released a Japanese commercial featuring a woman dressed in all white and a young child dressed as a Japanese ogre. Many viewers found the advertisement disturbing. Some complained that the song sounded like a German curse, despite the lyrics being in English. Because of this, several rumors began to circulate about the cast. According to the legend, the entire crew met their untimely death through accidents, and the lead actress, Kiko Matsusaka, became pregnant with a demon child. Some believe that the commercial will change if viewed during midnight.
I mean, that's a bit different. Over here, it's like, don't do this at 3 a.m. Don't do that at 3 a.m. Don't pet your dog at 3 a.m. Don't high-five your mother at 3 a.m. Don't drink water at 3 a.m. Don't eat chocolate at 3 a.m. Don't wear a hat at 3 a.m. Don't bitch slap your sister at 3 a.m. Don't take a shit at 3 a.m. Don't watch YouTube Cocomelon at 3 a.m. Don't watch My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute at 3 a.m. Whatever the hell. That's what America's like. Don't do anything at 3 a.m. unless you're sleeping. Don't do anything. Trust me, 3 a.m. is a BS myth. I stayed up to 3 a.m. multiple times in the past. Nothing happens. How do you pronounce it?
Kisaragi Station.
God damn, you say that terribly wrong. Kisaragi. Kisaragi, you fucking bitch. Kisaragi. Eiki. For like train station, because I'm guessing the station means a train station. So it's I think it's like Eiki Kisaragi or Kisaragi Eiki. That's Japanese for like Kisaragi train station or train station Kisaragi.
In 2004, an anonymous post was made in the middle of a thread called Posts About Strange Occurrences Around You, thread 26. The story goes that a man named Hasumi was on a train to work, but the train hasn't stopped at a station for the past 20 minutes.
So what's the train station? So it's Eiki. That's how you say train station in Japanese.
It usually stops every 5 minutes, and everyone on board is sleeping.
This
was odd. So he posted online for comfort. He finally arrived at an unheard location called the Kisaragi Station. The other users on the forum have
I'm literally gonna kill this guy who's pronouncing these things terribly.
never heard of this location.
I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna strangle your ass.
It seemed completely abandoned and there were no taxis at sight. He wandered for about 20 minutes and called his parents and the police. His parents couldn't find any information on the place, and the police thought this was some prank. Frightened, Hasumi ran back the way he came, through a tunnel to try and find something. Frightened,
Wait.
Hasumi ran back the way he came, through a
The cat. Chat, look at the cat right here. Look at the cat right here. The cat Jeff. Look at this.
tunnel to try and find something.
I don't know why, but that's funny as hell.
And he eventually came across someone who called for a train and take Hasumi to the nearest location, a hotel in Hina.
Hina. Wait, was it? Maybe you won't talk because you're staring at your cell phone all the time. Hasumin, this is bad. Did you tell your parents that you made it through the tunnel? Miss Hasumi, please dial 110. These may be your last words. The battery almost out. Things are getting strange, so I'll look for my chance and run. He's starting to started mumbling nonsense to himself. I'll make my move. This will be my last post. What did he say?
Train and take Hasumi to the nearest location.
Oh, you said
a
right.
hotel in
Hasumi.
Hina.
Hina.
As the train went up the mountains, Hasumi's phone battery was dying.
But if it's pronounced with the H-E, it's Henna. Oh, wait. If it was H-E and A, then he pronounced it right.
And his final post was made. He wasn't heard from again.
Rest in paradise, I guess. Or rest in peace.
Dream School. This story is about an endless dream one boy has, which he cannot escape from.
Woo!
This story is cursed and will cause whoever to learn about it to be trapped within the same dream in a week or so.
But I'm not gonna be trapped. I'm gonna wake up sooner or later.
If you don't want to listen to this story, you may skip to this time.
Son of a biscuit eater. Alright, chat? Same thing. If I throw this thumbs up at the camera, that means it's done. You can mute right now if you want to.
Anyways, the story goes that this young boy had a dream about being in a school he was unfamiliar with. He ran through the hallways, up the stairs, and turned at every corner, but to no avail. Sometimes he would find himself back where he started from, despite running in a straight line. Other times he would swear he's on the 3rd floor, but after going up the stairs, he ended up back on the 1st floor. This didn't make sense. When, out of nowhere, the boy heard something in the distance. It sounded like
Bro.
footsteps.
I'm joking.
They grew louder and louder.
It's a girl with a slit face. It's a girl with a slit face.
The boy ran as fast as he can, thankfully finding an emergency exit. However, the door was locked and the glass box that contained the key was smashed in. The key wasn't there, but instead a note saying that it was in classroom 108. The footsteps sounded closer and closer. The boy made it to classroom 108 and searched frantically for the keys. At this point, the footsteps were right in front of the door, and there was heavy knocking. Just then, the knocking stopped. There was a cold silence. The boy managed to work up the courage to open the door. What he saw horrified him. It was several boys and girls, all cut up into pieces.
How they knocked the door then?
The floor completely drenched in blood. The boy ran off. He couldn't take it anymore.
Okiku's doll.
Oh,
The legend
Yeah,
goes
he said
that a
almost
young
right.
boy
Okiku.
bought a doll for his 2-year-old sister named Okiku.
oh, by the way, for anyone who wants to know, they can hear you. You can hear now.
She loved the doll. She would play with it every day. Unfortunately, the little girl died at a very young age. Strangely enough, the doll's hair continued to grow.
Chat, give me a second. I need to do something. Hey, by the way, chat, I got a theory. I'm thinking my theory about dreams is right. Considering they say like, oh, we're gonna tell you the story, but if you don't want to hear it, skip to this part. Basically, I think my theory about how dreams work is that you gotta experience it, or at least when you hear it, you'll be visualizing, and then it's like some type of an experience for you, and for your brain to use for later on if it wants to. So basically, they're just using a psychological trick just to get you to have like terrible dreams as like some type of, I don't know, trickery or troll or whatever the hell. So I'm pretty sure as long as you remember it, you will have it'll work on you. Maybe I'm not gonna guarantee it, but if you forget eventually, then it'll just go away.
The parents believe this was because the spirit of their daughter resided in the doll. Since 1938, the parents decided to hand the doll over to the Manenji Temple. No scientific or theoretical explanation for why the doll can grow hair has been given. It remains a mystery to this day.
Inunaki Village. The
Okay, you said that
Inunaki
right.
Village is a mysterious location that is completely isolated from the rest of Japan, creating a lot of doubt as to whether or not it really exists. According to the legend, the village's entrance has a sign saying, "The constitutional laws of Japan do not apply here." And those who say
What the hell does that mean?
they visited the area reported seeing people commit incest, cannibalism, and murder on a daily basis. Constitutional laws of Japan do not apply here. This entrance has a sign saying, "The constitutional laws of Japan do not apply here."
So their constitutional law says don't do incest? Well, shit, people from Alabama can't go over there then.
And those who say they visited the area reported seeing people commit incest, cannibalism, and murder on a daily basis. For some reason, electronic devices do not work here, and many people who have traveled to find this
That's probably because that they don't have any radio towers or something. If it was like, oh, it's gotta be haunted or some type of magical thing or a curse or no. It probably just doesn't have any structures nearby that can help you with Wi-Fi or something or data or brata.
village have never returned home.
Ro Kurokubi, also known as long neck, these Japanese women are said to look almost completely human. And for the most part, they live their lives as ordinary normal people. The only difference, of course, being their disturbingly long neck, which only extends to great lengths while they are asleep. It will sneak out the window late at night, preying on small animals or scaring nearby townsfolk. The morning after, the woman will wake up with stretch marks on her neck. The second version of Ro Kurokubi are the Nuki Kubai, also known as the removable head woman, whose heads instead come completely off and float around at night. They're much more dangerous than their aforementioned counterpart, actually killing their victims and drinking their blood like some misshapen vampire. However, these can be killed if their bodies are discovered without the head.
Satoru Kun.
I've been playing DBD. Awesome.
Satoru Kun is an urban legend about a game that people play to find out the answer to any question they have. According to the legend, Satoru Kun is an all-knowing Japanese ghost, spirit, or even demon who will appear to you as a young boy. In order to summon him, the following ritual must be performed. First, you need a cell phone, some coins, and a public payphone. Step 1. Insert the money into the public phone box. Dial your own mobile phone number. Step 2. Repeat the following chant. Satoru Kun, Satoru Kun, please come here. Satoru, Satoru, please show yourself. Satoru, Satoru, please answer me if you are there. If everything is done right, you will receive several phone calls from Satoru Kun, and he will tell you that he's getting closer and closer to you. The last time he calls, he will say, "I am behind you now." This is when you ask your question. Rules: do not turn around or try to look at Satoru Kun. Do not touch him. Do not call him if you do not have a question to ask. When he is behind you, do not delay. Ask the question immediately. If you break any of these rules, Satoru Kun will drag you to hell.
Good question. I don't think that there's a hell in Japan. Like, I don't think they have a thing to call hell. So exactly, where does he drag you to, the netherworld? Actually, for all these demons and stuff that's in here that are supposed to drag you to hell, you do know that I'm pretty sure that hell doesn't exist in Japanese culture. So where do they actually drag you to? The netherworld or something? The spirit world? Because you gotta remember this. There's different religions in different places of the world. Japanese, they're hell is mainly like a Catholic or Christian type of thing, or Jewish even. But you gotta understand, Japanese culture doesn't really have those religions. They were forced into there, but they don't really have those religions. That's not their main that's not their main belief system. They have a different belief system. And all I know is that hell isn't a thing in their belief system. So exactly where are they dragged? Because these are Japanese urban legends, right? So Where are they dragged? They gotta be either A, dragged to like another world, or B, to a spirit world or something like that. Because it's not hell. They don't believe in hell, or at least from what I've heard. They don't have hell. They have a different thing. Might be similar to hell, but they don't have hell. That's a Christian, Catholic, or Jewish thing. That's not a Japanese culture thing. That's more of the European. That came from Europeans and stuff.
Hello?
Oh wait, I forgot I wasn't deafened. Hello. I'm just live streaming on my reaction channel. Give me a second. I'm gonna different up on the live stream. So sorry about that, chat. I literally forgot I wasn't at all deafened up on Discord. Number 6.
Teke.
Oh, I think I've heard this one
The
too.
Teke is the spirit of a woman who was severed in half by a subway train. It's unknown whether she fell off by mere accident or purposefully as a form of suicide. Regardless, after the bottom half of her body fell right onto the tracks, the oncoming subway train violently ran her over at the waist, splitting her into two. Shortly after dying, her spirit manifested in the form of just a torso.
Wait, isn't this very similar to the story you said earlier about a girl being halved
Dragging
at
what's
the
left
train
of her
station?
with her two claw-like hands, creating a teke sound as she moves. A popular story surrounding this urban legend involves a young schoolboy encountering a beautiful girl staring at him from a window. Although he was confused because this was an all-boys school, he didn't mind. The two smiled and waved at each other. Then, the girl leaped out of the window, revealing herself as the Teke. The boy, frightened by the fact that she's missing half her body, wanted to run away in panic. But before he could, the spirit pulled out a scythe and sliced him in half, mimicking her own
Oh yeah, this is kind of a different one.
disfigurement.
Where did she get the sight though? She's not dead, is she?
Yuki Onna. A popular figure in Japanese literature and film, the Yuki Onna is the spirit of a beautiful woman with long black hair and cold blue lips. She's known by many different names, but is most commonly referred to as the Snow Woman. Naturally, she only
Why
appears
Snow
in
Woman?
snowy or misty nights, sometimes
probably
wearing
why.
a white kimono or in some cases, completely nude. She'll misguide wandering travelers.
Hey yo, completely nude. I mean, I can get down with some paranormal beings if you know what I mean. This rubbing my hands feel weird. Why am I doing it? Paranormal beings, hey, hit my line. I'm joking. Maybe I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
Into harsh snowstorms, killing them. Other stories describe her murderous tactics as more ruthless, breaking into homes or freezing people to death herself. Her pale and at times transparent body makes her difficult to see in snow, with the exception of her face and hair. Also, she's said to float above the ground, leaving no footsteps
Woo! I'm sorry.
behind.
I feel like I wanted to do that.
Some legends even say that she has no legs or feet at all, and if threatened, she can disappear into the mist and not be seen again.
Wait, but you don't get hurt with this one or anything at all. It's just like, huh?
The Red Room.
Red Rum. Sorry,
The
that
story
reminds
of
me
the
of that.
Red Room is an internet urban legend about a pop-up that appears on a person's computer. The pop-up shows a red door and a voice asks, "Do you like?" It cannot
Would it be in actual Japanese or would it be in English if I ran into it?
be closed and will simply keep reappearing until finally asking, "Do you like the Red Room?" Clicking the link will also send you through a series of questions before reaching the end, and you will find your name listed within the game. The next day, you will
Oh, that's just a horror video game. That's not urban legend. That's just a horror video game.
be found dead, and the walls in your house
Return
will be
Red.
painted with your own blood.
Okay, I was close.
In 2004, an 11-year-old girl, known as Girl A online, killed her 12-year-old best friend, seemingly out of nowhere. The murder involved slitting the victim's throat and arms with a utility knife. When the police investigated her home, they found the Red Room video bookmarked on her computer.
Okay, that one was actually pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. Through all those weren't that terrifying to me, this one was very scary.
Suicidal Japanese drawing. Short.
Okay, chat. Listen. Suicide is a very sensitive topic with me. I've had my own terrible thoughts with the whole ideal. I really hope this isn't terrible and hope nobody themselves, because this is a very sensitive topic for me.
Shortly before a teenage girl committed suicide,
Oh, I might be close to crying.
she
I might
drew
be
a
close to
picture,
crying.
scanned it, and posted it online. The picture is supposedly haunted by the girl's damaged spirit, provoking feelings of sadness and despair. According to legend, the viewer gets
I'm not sad or despaired. It just looks like a picture like you take from school on picture day in America.
drawn to the girl's blue eyes. Others swear they can sense her suicidal feelings of anger and sadness within them. The scariest part is that some say it's hard to stare directly into the drawing for longer than 5 minutes. There are reports of
Okay, but what if I do that right now?
people taking their own lives after trying to do so. It is believed that the picture changes as you view it. There is a hint of a growing taunting smirk appearing on the girl's lips, or a dark ring glow around the girl or her eyes.
I need to look away then, cause it looks like she's growing dark bags on her eyes, and when they said that, I'm like, okay, gotta look away then. I don't want to test that. I'm not gonna test that. I'm not
The
gonna test
video
that.
will. This story details the death of a man named Kai, who tragically slipped and fell while free climbing.
Is it
About
just
half
me
a
or is
year
the
before
walls
his death,
moving?
Kai asked his closest friend for a favor. Kai knew his hobby was dangerous and that he couldn't predict if something would
image
go
moving?
wrong. So he asked his closest friend if he would help him record a video message to be shown to his family in case something did go wrong. The friend accepted, and the message goes as follows.
This is Kai. If you're watching this, then it means that I'm already dead. Koriyami, thank you for all that you've done, and I'm sorry for all the trouble that I caused due to my hobby. My parents who raised me and all my friends, you guys are probably sad because I'm dead. Well, don't be. I'm in heaven and I'm very happy.
You can't confirm that. You can't confirm that you're. Wait, why heaven? Again, these are Japanese urban legends. I don't think they have a. I don't know if they have a heaven in their culture. Heaven and hell are mainly just Christian, Jewish, and Catholic things. You're assuming that that's part of them. The real urban legends probably say a little bit something else, different about the afterlife.
I'm sorry that I couldn't meet with you guys for real, but
Maybe you reincarnated. Who knows?
I swear, while this message plays, I'll be watching you in heaven. Ami, your dad is watching you from heaven. So please, don't be sad. But instead, smile for me. Until... Goodbye.
After Kai's untimely death, the best friend played the video for his family at the funeral. However, there was a whirling sound and a black screen that continued for about 10 seconds. The friend was confused, and as soon as he approached the VHR, Kai's form began to show in the middle of the black screen
Oh
behind
shit.
a dark background.
I don't want to die. I don't... die!
The video is distorted and hard to hear without a static. The whole family was in an uproar, with Kai's wife demanding to know what the hell happened. The friend apologized and took the DVD to a shrine to destroy it. The priest saw the envelope containing the DVD and he said, sorry, it's too much for this place. According to him, the moment Kai recorded the video, he was being dragged down to hell. The priest didn't even understand why Kai managed to live half a year longer, when he should have been dead right after that recording.
That was scary. That feels like the Ring story, like, or similar.
Tomino
This one's like around. This one's 2 minutes long. 2 minutes hell.
Tomino's Hell is a cursed Japanese poem that causes illness, misfortune, or even death to whoever reads it out loud. Many have reported feeling uneasy after reading just halfway into it. The poem is about a Tomino who dies and falls to hell. It was written by Yomoto Inuiko, and a story titled The Heart is Like a Rolling Stone. The poem with English subtitles goes something like this.
But it says if you read it out loud, that you're gonna get killed. So I'm pretty sure the person who read this out, hearing this out loud, probably doesn't do anything to you. But if you read it out loud, like if I hear this right now from him, nothing happens to him. It's just if you read it. If he reads it, he probably is gonna die. I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm not gonna read it out loud either. I advise you to do the same if you want to keep yourself safe. I'm not fucking around with this legend. How long is this? Okay, we're fine. Okay, that's it. That's pretty nice. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. If you want to see me live stream more type of content on reacting to stuff, it's not just gonna be horror stuff. It could be literally anything you guys would like me to react or anything I would love to react for you guys. On that, I'll see you guys next time. And TTYL.